Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. What? P, let's get to the news. Well, folks, gather round for this one because it's the kind of rumor that sets the whole of Scottish football alight. Word on the street, and not just any street, but the streets of Aberdeen, is that their very own starman, Topi Keskinen, has sensationally agreed terms with Rangers. Aye, you heard that right. Aberdeen's top player, their Finnish maestro, looks set to swap the red of Pittodrie for the royal blue of Ibrox. Now, let's be clear, nothing's official just yet. But the whispers are getting louder, and honestly, it's hard to ignore. Can you even imagine the scenes? The Dons faithful must be absolutely gutted at the mere thought of their starman walking out the door, let alone to their bitter rivals from Glasgow. It all started with a few sly winks and some not-so-subtle Instagram activity. You know how it goes these days. Players like impose following rival clubs, and suddenly everyone's jumping to conclusions, but with Topi Keskinen, it feels a wee bit different. He's been Aberdeen's standout performer all season, pulling the strings in midfield and popping up with crucial goals just when the Dons needed them most. To see him linked with Rangers is no small thing, and let's not forget Rangers are always on the lookout for that kind of player, technical, disciplined, but with that spark of Nordic coolness that Keskinen just oozes. Some insiders say the deal's been brewing quietly for weeks. Now, for Aberdeen, this would be a brutal blow. Keskinen has been at the heart of everything positive for them. The fans sing his name, kids wear his shirt, and pundits across Scotland have praised his tactical awareness and work rate. Losing him to Rangers would be like ripping the soul out of the team. But at the same time, you can see why he'd be tempted. A bigger wage packet, European nights under the lights at Ibrox, and a chance to win silverware? That's a tough thing to turn down. Plus, Rangers have the pull, don't they? The prestige, the history, the platform. It all adds up. From what I'm hearing, Topi's been weighing up the move very seriously. Of course, there's also the question of the fee. Aberdeen won't let their starman go cheaply, that's for sure. Rumors are floating about a price tag north of $4 million, maybe even edging towards $5 million if add-ons are included. For Rangers, that's a significant investment, especially with financial fair play breathing down the necks of all the big clubs. But then again, they've shown they're willing to splash the cash when it matters, and with Celtic recently flexing their own financial muscle, you can bet Rangers don't want to be left behind. Some sources even claim that Rangers sporting director has made Keskinen their top priority this summer. Imagine that. Topi Keskinen at the center of Michael Beale's plans for next season. But here's where it gets even juicier. There are conflicting reports from within Aberdeen itself. Some insiders swear blind that Keskinen has already told teammates he's leaving, while others insist he's fully committed to pre-season with the Dons. The club's official channels, of course, are saying nothing. Radio silence as you'd expect. But the absence of denial is often as telling as an outright confirmation, isn't it? The fans are already split. Some are begging the board to do whatever it takes to keep him, offering new contracts, captaincy, the lot. Others are resigned to the fact that this is just modern football. Big clubs take from smaller ones, and that's the way of it. Meanwhile, over at Ibrox, the mood is altogether different. The Rangers faithful are buzzing at the prospect. They see Keskinen as exactly the kind of player to take them back to the top. Someone who can inject creativity into midfield, link up play, and maybe even chip in with a few goals. Some fan forums are already discussing where he'd fit in. Would he play as a number 10 or maybe pushed out wide? There's also the consideration of how he'd adapt to the intensity and expectations at Rangers. Aberdeen's a big club, no doubt. But Rangers? That's another level entirely. Every misplaced pass, every poor performance, it all gets magnified. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. One thing's for sure, if this transfer does go through, it'll be one of the most talked about moves in recent Scottish football history. We're not just talking about a player switching clubs, we're talking about a star player moving from Aberdeen to Rangers. That's a rivalry with a lot of history, a lot of bad blood, and this would only pour petrol on the fire. The next time Aberdeen and Rangers meet, you can bet all eyes will be on Keskinen. Whether he's playing for the Dons or the Gers, imagine the boos from the Red Shed or the roar from the Copland Road stand. It's the kind of drama Scottish football thrives on. Of course, the timing of all this is crucial. With the transfer window just opening, Rangers will want to move quickly to avoid other suitors swooping in. There's even been some faint chatter that clubs in England are keeping tabs on Keskinen, championship sides, and even a couple of lower and Premier League clubs reportedly admire his skill set. But sources closest to the player reckon his preference is to stay in Scotland for now. He's settled here, knows the game, and fancies testing himself at the very top domestically. Plus, a move to Rangers would all but guarantee him European football, something Aberdeen can't promise consistently. And then there's the human side to consider. Keskinen has always come across as a grounded, humble professional. Not the sort to kick up a fuss or engineer a move, but players also have ambitions, don't they? He's 22 now, hitting that age where he'll want to make the most of his career. Staying at Aberdeen could mean more mid-table battles, while a switch to Rangers might offer medals and memories for a lifetime. It's that age-old football dilemma, loyalty versus legacy. From what Lil's leaked out from his camp, it sounds like he's leaning towards the latter. And honestly, who could blame him? So, there we have it, a rumor that's not quite confirmed, but also not going away. The Topi Keskinen to Rangers story has all the makings of a blockbuster transfer saga. If it happens, it could reshape the Scottish Premiership next season. If it doesn't, well, Aberdeen fans will breathe a huge sigh of relief, and Rangers will be forced back to the drawing board. Either way, one thing's clear. This is a story worth watching closely over the next few weeks. As always, I'll keep you posted with every twist and turn. Stay tuned and let me know what you think in the comments. Should Keskinen make the move, or should he stay loyal to the Dons? Let the debate begin. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.